Welcome to the morning stream on the Den of Nerds Live. On today's show, we're going over a recent story on comicbook.com about Thor 4. Taika Waititi talked about Jane Foster's cancer battle from the comics and whether or not it would have a big role to play in his film. His answer is interesting and also sheds some light on the process over at Marvel Studios. I've also got a hot take about what I think Taika Waititi should do in Thor 4 to really subvert expectations with Jane Foster. I also want to talk about news that the Cassian Andor series is filming later this year. We'll break down what we think will be in that show and if we think fans will be pumped for it. We'll also save some time for some questions and answers. Let's start the stream. Hey-oh! Good morning! What is up, all of you beautiful nerds from around the world? It's Josh, man! Here we go! Again! As DJ Khaled would say, another one! Here in the morning, getting your day started off, man. Man, do we have I'm pretty pumped about this stream. I think it's going to be a good stream. Got to run into a meeting, says Maverick. That's all good, baby. It's all good. I see you, Bill. I see you, Trevor, Justin, Steve, Jason, Michael, RG, Great Dawn, Tara, Trevor. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing this fine, nerdy morning? Good stream, yo. Good stream. Horror historian Alex is in the building. Couple of Alexes. Hector's in the building. All right. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? June's got a question right off the bat. It's a pretty interesting question. We'll get into that. I'm pretty excited, man. We got some stuff we got to go over. Kind of a lighter news day, though. I got to be honest with you. There's it's I don't know how to explain it. It's like some days you'll have like some really juicy stuff going on. You know what I mean? And some days it's not all that juicy. You gotta make it work, man. You know what I mean? But either way, we're out here and we are talking about this nerdy stuff. Jane Foster Thor. Jane Foster Thor. You know, real quick, guys, let me know in chat. I just want to know in general, what do you guys think of Jane Foster Thor coming in for Thor 4? It's been a while since we've actually talked about that, and I am interested in what everybody's got to say. Wait until you hear my hot take about what I think they should do with Thor 4. Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. I'm very excited, says Grey Dawn. Let's go speculating. Oh my gosh, Grey Dawn, that is horrible. You have a child with cancer, that is horrible. I hope that goes away forever. Hope it goes away forever. Not a big fan, says Corey. Jane Foster is boring. She's a human, not a god. I'd much rather have Beta Ray Bill. I got away. Don't worry, guys. I got something for you. I got something for you that's going to make us all very excited for Natalie Portman in Thor 4, baby. You know what, guys? There's no more time to waste. Let's get right into this. Let's do this dance. It's the craziest news of the day. Oh, my God. Why did this happen like this again? I'm firing somebody. Somebody's getting fired. How is it possible we spend $1 million? Oh, my God. Did you guys know what the budget for this show is? Look, I don't want to, talk. It's $1.5 million per episode. $1.5 million. And we can't get the graphics right on the transition. Somebody's getting fired. Anyway, craziest news of the day. Thor, Love and Thunder director says Jane Foster's cancer storyline might not be in the movie. Interesting. Let's read right from the article. There's a lot of anticipation for Thor, Love and Thunder, especially with the return of Natalie Portman's character Jane Foster to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where she'll get a major upgrade and a magic hammer as the mighty Thor. The storyline seems to be based around the iconic run of the same name from creators Russell Dauterman and Jason Aaron. That run's actually really good. Which also depicts Jane's battle with cancer as she struggles to maintain the mantle of Thor. Many fans were hopeful this part of the story would make it into Taika Waititi's next film. But the filmmaker isn't so sure if it will get cut at this point. Oh my God. Now I got to go in here and read this stupid article because, again, Streamlabs, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? We're live. You're embarrassing me in front of all my friends because I can't scroll down. We're firing everybody today. Okay, so anyways, guys, here's what he said. This is why people are bringing this up, okay? He was asked simply if we would be getting Jane Foster's cancer story into the comic run, and here's what he says. Taika says, "We don't know. That comics run was a big inspiration and was an influence on the first few drafts," said Waititi. "But at Marvel, we're always changing things. I could say one thing right now, and in 2 years, it will be the complete opposite. Or that thing won't exist. We continue writing even in post-production." We continue writing even in post-production. Okay. When asked about those decisions and talking about that a little bit further, here's what he said. He made it clear that it all comes down to telling a story the audience will connect with. Here's what he says. "Based on what the audience wants, we test the film. We shot for 2 weeks on Thor Ragnarok with our pickups. There were huge character changes, huge story changes. We reshot entire scenes. I think that's why they do good work. They're relentless in their pursuit of just a good movie." Relentless in their pursuit of just a good movie. Now, that's a really interesting answer. It's a really Taika answer, but that's the craziest news of the day, folks. We might not be getting Jane Foster's storyline of her battle with cancer in Thor 4 Love and Thunder. But you know what? You know what, guys? I've got an idea that will really elevate this film, a way for Taika to subvert our expectations and give us something amazing in Thor 4. That's right, I got a hot take about this. We got to do this. Right meow. So, here's the thing, guys. I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been thinking quite a lot about this. Here it is. Prepare yourselves. I think Taika should give us fat Jane Foster in Thor 4. It would be unexpected. It would subvert our expectations, but it would also give us the underlying message that I think this film is trying to convey with its female Thor, and that would be equality. Equality. Picture this. Jane survives the blip, but she's fallen on hard times. Things are weird. And she's taken to stress eating. She's put on a few pounds. Actually, more than a few pounds. She's put on almost a whole nother person. Then, Loki shows up from his crazy Disney Plus series, and he's got Mjolnir. And he knows from his experiences during the Loki Disney Plus series that Jane Foster Thor is the key to defeating whatever crazy villain Christian Bale ends up being. And he comes to Earth with Mjolnir, knowing that she'll be worthy, and she'll team up with Thor, and they'll fight this Christian Bale thing. And he arrives, and he is disgusted by the shape in which Jane Foster is in. She's let herself go. Disgusted. Because it's Loki, he can really be a dick about it. I mean, we can't be a dick about it. We're not going to fat shame Lady Thor. But Loki can. Then, I'm not done yet. Then, we take fat Jane Foster Thor, and we find Thor out in space. And again, Loki is disgusted. Why, you ask? Well, he's still fat as well, right? Things haven't been going great for Thor that much either. Thor is fat as well. And here's the thing, guys. It's good. It's all gravy, but they won't be able to beat Christian Bale if they stay the fat Thor couple. And so what we get is a Rocky-style montage of fat Thor and fat Jane Foster working together, working out, and getting back in shape. But here's the thing. They're not going to go full on. They're not going to go full on Hollywood beautiful. They won't get there. That sends the wrong message. It's not so much about them being fat. It's about them being out of shape. They're about to go into battle. You know what I mean? And so then they're working out together. They start to reform their bonds. They're sort of checking each other out as they're working out. You know, you could have a lot of fun with that, right? And then they get into just a little bit better shape. Not the best, okay? So here's what I think you do, man. You take Natalie Portman and you put her in that fat suit. You put her in that fat suit. Gross. Big old Jane. And Natalie Portman, with her incredible acting talent, will bring that character to life. And yeah, it's a little goofy, but she will sell us on it because Natalie Portman is an incredible talent. It's about equality, guys. It's about fairness. Thor 4, Love and Thunder Thighs, a story for 2021, a new age in the superhero genre. Tell me that wouldn't get you excited, and tell me that wouldn't make you absolutely love Thor 4. Man. I can't believe, honestly, guys, I can't believe how good I am at this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough. I tell you, you know, I definitely want to know what you guys think about that hot take, but I really don't because it's the fucking best hot take I've ever done. It's legitimately the perfect idea for the movie. Don't get me wrong. I want your feedback. But you guys think, I've been doing this a couple years now. I think I know when I'm onto something really great. We go to Speculation Town all the time. You take that skinny little Natalie Portman and you put her in the fat suit. If you're doing fat Thor, if the Odin son has to get a gut, so does Jane Foster. It's about equality. Put the music on. Put the music on. It's a little too awkward in here. I don't know if they liked the hot take, guys. I don't know if they liked it. I don't know if they... check the chat. I don't think they liked it very much. Anyway, guys. Please let me know what you thought about that. Did I hit my head this morning? Absolutely not. We wrote that last night. We went over that with the executive producers. Oh man. Trev says, who put the music back on? We have someone that helps us out in the studio. His name is Chet. Chet is an awesome dude, but a hideous human being. Horribly hideous human being. You'll never see him on camera, and that's because his wish, not ours. But he's a hideous human being. So Chet is the one that handles all of the things over here. So if something screws up, it's Chet's fault. I should probably fire him for what happened with the craziest news of the day thing, guys. So yeah, obviously that is look, it's just a part of the business. You know what I mean? Chet, he works really hard. He tries really hard, but hideous, horrible. Just we don't want to show you that in the morning. You know what I mean? Maybe you're about to have breakfast or something like that. No, it's okay, Chet. No, dude, no, they love you. They love you. They love you because they haven't seen your hideous face. No, it's okay. I got it. No, it's okay. Chill. Okay, so that has been that hot take, guys. I want to know what you think about that. I want to know what you think about Thor 4. In all seriousness, when it comes to the news and Taika talking about that film, I do think it's really interesting because, you know, of course, and I saw June talking about this earlier, the cancer storyline is really important to that story, right? It is. It's important. I would absolutely be really interested if they put that into the film. But I also like what Taika said, where he's basically like, look, we're always changing things. You know what I mean? And I think that's true. And when you look at Ragnarok, like Ragnarok is one of the best MCU films that they've ever done, right? I mean, I think. But I think when you look at that movie, it's pretty clear that it was sort of re-put together, and they do a lot of like ad-libbing on the set, a lot of crazy stuff like that. And Marvel is really good at coming in, testing these films. Now, they get some, they get some criticism because it's sort of paint by numbers, movie by committee. But at the end of the day, you can't really argue with that formula, right? The formula works. So I'm excited to see what he does. I think they could do it without the cancer thing. And to be honest with you, I really don't want to see a retelling of that story. You know what I mean? That's a good story. That is, Jason Aaron. Guys, if you don't read Jason Aaron stuff, like, he's one of the greats out there in comics, right? So I'm excited. But I don't know for sure if they need to just completely retell that story. That would be kind of boring, right? Ragnarok is sort of a hodgepodge, put together of different great Marvel comic books. You know what I mean? It has like a Contest of Champions kind of vibe. It's got World War Hulk kind of vibe. It has the Ragnarok thing involved as well. A little bit of Gore the God Butcher. You know what I mean? So what I expect is them to really throw some stuff together. Like, I don't want to see a movie where Thor becomes unworthy and then Jane gets the hammer and it's like that, right? No. I want to see a grand scale cosmic adventure with with Jane Foster Thor and the Odinson actually going around the galaxy and taking out big enemies and just having a crazy time. That's what I want to see. That's what I personally want to see. So. Are people triggered? I don't know. Are people triggered? I don't think so. I think people love it. I think we're about to see a petition. For Fat Lady Thor. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's going to be the new hotness. That's going to be that good. Are you not entertained? Is that not why you are here? Oh my God, I did see your mail. J.I. Orts. I don't know how to pronounce J.I. Orts. That was hilarious. In fact, should we pull that up? Can we show everybody? I wonder if we'll get. I'm reading through your sarcasm, brother. I get you. We started a tweet at Taika. Well, the thing is, what we did yesterday, what we were talking about with the producers was, that's kind of a risky bit. You know what I mean? And we're like, does it land? Is it going to be funny? I'll look at it after we do the stream, right? But if it's funny, if it's a good little bit, we're going to put it out on social media. You know what I mean? And we hope that like people will check that out. I'm starting to think that this might be sort of the direction of the live streams. You know what I mean? Like yesterday we're talking about how Kevin Feige's going to kill off Peter Parker. And of course he's not going to actually kill off Peter Parker, right? But like it's kind of fun. I'm starting to think that like that's sort of the direction I want to take with the show is like, hey man, let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? Let's have fun. No, it's not fat shaming. No, it's not fat shaming. Remember, I said I don't want them to go full on Hollywood beautiful, which by the way, those actors don't want to do that shit either. They don't want to get in that kind of crazy. Nobody's in that kind of crazy, ridiculous shape. You know what I mean? Like you look at like the shirtless scenes of Thor and it's like, dude, nobody looks like that. That dude had to be, that's painful. It's fucking painful to look like that. Nobody wants to look like that. Do you know what I mean? Let's de-glamorize it a little bit. And honestly, as joking and as, it's parody, right? We're having fun. But at the same time, they could actually do something kind of cool with that. You know what I mean? It's a joke. But I'm telling you, they could actually do something cool with that. And the meaning behind it and the implications of it could actually be really interesting. I'm telling you right now, and honestly, like, I'm not going to lie. I want to see the behind-the-scenes thing where Natalie Portman is like, no way. And Taika's like, in his crazy-ass way, like, I know what you're thinking, but you're just going to have to trust me. It's going to be amazing. You're going to have to get in this fat suit and be fat Jane Foster Thor. I'm sorry. It's about equality, Natalie. It's about equality. We're trying to be equal here. You know what I mean? I made Chris be a fat, juicy fuckface for Endgame. You know, we okayed that. You know what I mean? It's about equality, Natalie. You're gonna be fat. In fact, get another fat suit. We're gonna double it. Double the fat. It's gonna be doubly fat. It's gonna be the fattest thing I've ever seen. I'm Taika Waititi. I'll do what the fuck I want. That's what I'm expecting. You know? So it is what it is. All right, guys, let's get into another topic. This is officially the weirdest show on the internet. Are you not entertained? Is that not why you're here? Chet, you fucker. We're going to need that on the soundboard. I need to press a button, and I need Maximus Meridius, whatever his face is, to say that. What are you even doing here? Besides being a hideous human being. I'm sorry, Chet. My bad. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about another story I wanted to go over with you guys, and this would be the Cassian Andor show, okay? I'm really interested. Oh, sorry about your eardrums. I'm really interested in this Cassian Andor show. First of all, I want to know from you guys, are you pumped about Cassian Andor being on Disney Plus? You tell me. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I like the movie. I like Rogue One as a film. I really do. It's dope. Cancel Josh, bring us Chet. Oh, God, you don't want that. Trust me. Trinity, you think you want that? You don't want that. I see some people saying, hell yeah. I see Trevor say no. Not really stoked about Cassian. Don't know what it is. Cassian Andor is it's the guy in Rogue One, the Wetworks kind of agent dude, the dude that hangs out with K2SO, the droid, who's really funny. I love K2SO in that film. But here's my problem. And you know what's so funny, guys? If you guys were in the chat that we did on Monday, the community stream, there's a gentleman named George, and George had a lot to say. But one of the things that he said that I thought was really interesting, and I was reminded of as I was thinking about Cassian Andor, he said he talked about this thing where Harrison Ford wanted his character to die off, right? So he wanted his character to die off, and George Lucas was like, I can't sell toys with a dead character. It might have been after you left, Trev. He said, I can't sell toys of a dead character. And I'm thinking about the Cassian Andor series, and I'm like, this is cool. Like, I like the character, but he's dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, how excited can you get about a series when the character is dead? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think personally there's a lot of opportunity to do some really cool stuff with that character, to fill in the backstory and do all this, yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, it feels a little empty to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that into it, guys. I just got to like, seriously, I'm not that into it. Like, I'll probably watch it. Like, I'll definitely watch it. Let's be real. But also, Obi-Wan is dead. Yeah, Obi-Wan is dead. I mean, look, Trev, Micah, that's an interesting point. Because Obi-Wan is dead as well. I get what you're saying with that, for sure. But doesn't he kind of come back as a Force ghost, so isn't he kind of not dead? I don't know. I'm trying to, like, get out of my own logic here. But I don't know, man. Like, for me, it's just, it kills the draw a little bit. They can tell some great stories in that era. I'm sure, like, it'll be interesting to watch. But I'm not, I don't know, man. There's just something to me. When we take it, when you know where it ends up, I'm a little bit less compelled, a little bit less excited. I've got the Anakin hot toy. Anakin hot toy is dope. You can't compare Cassian to Obi-Wan. Hey, by the way, Norin Rad, I saw your message on Patreon yesterday, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, bro. But all I'll say about your message yesterday is, bro, you don't have to worry about that. We're all having fun here. There's no, you definitely didn't bring any negativity into the chat, so don't worry about it. Is going to be a prequel show. I guess that would be the biggest selling point for fans, but it's kind of risky to bank on. It would be It would be interesting because I have heard that his parents actually fought for the Separatists. And this is one of the things they're setting up in the comics. So if that's part of it, that could be very interesting. And I do, of course, love getting the lore explored and all of that Jacob's Quest that I'll bring some negativity. Yeah, I bet you will. Between prequels and the OT would be kind of interesting. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But either way, the news on the story, guys, is that the show has started filming, or rather, it will start filming by the end of this year. Now, that's really good news. That one will probably be very... They won't have the same problems that they're having with Obi-Wan right now, which, by the way, guys, John Campea apparently yesterday or maybe the day before was talking about how he has heard from a source that they are reworking the Obi-Wan series into a film. And there was this other YouTuber that was talking about that a while ago. And I don't know. I don't know who it was, but there was this other dude that had talked about that a while ago. Yeah, Chet, it was me. Yes, it was. Thanks, Chet. Anyway, I think that would be pretty cool. You know, if they did rework that into a film. You know, how do these people even find this stuff out? It's crazy to me. I thought all YouTubers just didn't know anything. Anyways, let's see here. Love you, Den, but the Jane gut thing is not going to go. They will probably make her on hard times, but make her Thor big. Now Marvel, not dumb. Yeah, no, Marvel's probably not dumb, and that's why they're going to do Fat Jane Thor for sure, bro. For sure. I'd prefer the series, says Trev. So yeah, I don't know. That show should be streamlined or whatever. I know they're bringing on Tony Gilroy for that, which is so fascinating, right? Like they're bringing on Tony Gilroy and not Gareth Edwards. And so like people that don't realize that, like, you know, look, Gareth Edwards did an okay job there, and he gets most of the credit for putting that together. But really, it was Tony Gilroy that they brought on. I think they paid Tony Gilroy like $10 million to come back and fix Rogue One. So, look, proof is in the pudding. That's why they're bringing Tony Gilroy to the Cassian Andor show and not Gareth Edwards. You know what I mean? It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff that's going on there. But, guys, I want to jump right into some Q&A. And, you know, look, we've got a lot of cool things going on here at the channel. We got a lot of awesome, you know, graphics, cool designs and things like that. But probably one of the things that I am literally most proud of is our Q&A graphic. You know, we spent, what was it, 4? Chet, what was it? 4? 5? 4 million. 4 million on this question and answer graphic here. And so we're going to throw this up, guys, and we can get into some Q&A, right? It's $4 million worth of graphics work right there on that Q&A graphic. It's pretty hot. That's hot stiff. Oh, my God, my eyes. Chet, it's almost as hideous as you. Anyway, yeah, we'll work on that. We'll hopefully get a better graph. Maybe 5 million will do it this time. Okay, guys. Let's get into Q&A. And I'm probably only going to go for like 20 more minutes. It's going to be sort of a shorter stream today. I do apologize for that, but there's a lot of stuff that I got to get to because there's actually stuff that I'm trying to work on to get this show even better. We've got some very fun stuff on the way, and I'm very excited. Black Angus Reviews in the building. What's up, Angus? How you doing, brother? Let's do Q&A. Josh is going to supply. You're going to supply us with a new graphic? Hey, man, we would definitely appreciate it. Email it at thedenofnerds@gmail.com. Unfortunately, we spent our whole budget on this, so we probably can't pay you because we spent $4 million on this. But, you know, sorry. My bad. Gareth Edwards is in director's jail. He hasn't done anything since Rogue One. Really? That's really interesting, man. I don't know. Drew coming in with the super chat says, Chet about to get a bag from the harassment suit. Chet, don't get any fucking ideas. Yeah, I know. Better watch it. Thank you, Drew. Thank you so much, man. Have you heard the rumor that Worldbreaker Hulk is to appear in WandaVision? I sure saw the thumbnail, I'll tell you that. I saw the thumbnail. I don't know if it's real, but I did see that thumbnail. Maybe I'll do a little bit of research. Is it coming from Mikey Sutton again? I swear to God, Mikey Sutton is just reading my diary. He's reading my diary, and every wish and hope that I have for the Marvel Universe, he puts out as a scoop. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think's more likely? Let me know in chat right now. Okay, how about this? Here's what we're doing. Put 420 in the chat if you're voting for Fat Lady Thor, and put 69 in the chat if you're voting for Worldbreaker Hulk. Which one is more likely? Is it Fat Jane Foster Thor? Put in 420. If it's World War Breaker Hulk face in WandaVision, put in 69. And I just randomly came up with those numbers. Put it in the chat, baby. Put it in the chat. See, we got a bunch of... God, look at all these perverts and potheads in this chat. What is wrong with you guys? Oh, my God. Look at all these perverts and... Holy cow. You guys are gross. And some of you are potheads. Yikes. Chat, what are we going to do about these people, man? I thought we had a better fan base than this. This is horrible. I'm going to tell my mom. I'm going to tell my mom about this. Ah, yes. Looks like we got a lot more 69s, though. That's a shame. That is a shame. You guys are disappointing me. Renee says, with the super chat says, do you think Taika's style would translate to Star Wars? Well, okay, so a couple interesting things here about that. Somebody come on, give the eggplant. We're censoring eggplants here now? We're censoring eggplants now? We should probably censor Angus, though. Jeez. So, Renee, here's what I'll say about that. There's some recent stuff that came out where Taika was pretty much denying the Star Wars rumors. I don't know if it's all about timing, right? Who knows for sure? I will say this, though. I thought it was really gangster. Again, talking about Feige, it was really gangster of Feige to nab Taika after the Warner Brothers Akira movie fell apart. So Taika had been attached to do Akira, which, I need to see that. I need to see Taika Waititi do Akira. I love Akira. I think Akira is an amazing story, an amazing world to play around in, and Taika's sensibilities would be really good for it. Either Taika or, honestly, Christopher Nolan. There were rumors that Christopher Nolan was going to do the Akira movie, and maybe that'll happen now. But as soon as that movie fell apart in production, the old gangster Kevin Feige scooped him up. Scooped up Taika Waititi for Marvel, okay? So that's really cool, and it could translate for him into doing even more Disney stuff, maybe Star Wars down the line. But to answer your question, do I think Taika's style would translate into Star Wars? Well, it did in the finale of The Mandalorian. That cold open? The cold open, I think, is it's on the edge for people, right? It's right on the edge where it's dude, this is about to jump out of my Star Wars comfort zone, but I kind of like it. You know what I mean? So for me, it works. But honestly, here's the thing about Taika. He is, of course, brilliant at putting his stamp on things, his style. But he's also amazing, absolutely amazing at just the mechanical side of filmmaking. And so I think he can't really, he's so good at the fundamentals, and that allows him to be really good at, putting his style forward and the craziness of all that, right? So that's what I think about Taika. But yes, the email is thedenofnerds@gmail.com. thedenofnerds@gmails.com. Wouldn't that be World Eater Hawk? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. If you can direct an MCU movie, then you can direct a Star Wars movie as long as you know the source material. I agree with that. I would agree with that. Hey, yo, I still haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, Jason. I have to. I really want to. I want to check that out. Yes, Taika did nail it on Mando. Mr. Anderson's here. Better late than never. You know, guys, I got to be honest. I really do think we might move this show up an hour. We might move it to 10 next week. So stay tuned to social media and everything like that. And if you're one of the people that watches the show every day, and we got a lot of you guys, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on this crazy, wild journey with us. You know, Chet came up with that Thor bit. I don't know. It's pretty wild in my opinion. But, yeah, I think we will move it to 10 Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, might just a little bit of change just in order so that we can give a little bit more prep time before each episode, give people on the West Coast a chance to maybe catch it. So I think we're going to start doing that next week. So maybe look for us at 10 a.m. next week. Maybe even tomorrow. Oh, tease. I got a tease. Check this out. Tomorrow, Valentine's Day. Okay? I had no idea that it was Valentine's Day, but people brought it up that it was Valentine's Day. Folks, I've been working on a bit, been kind of matriculating ideas about a bit. We're going to do something tomorrow to celebrate Valentine's Day, and all I can say is it has to do with a popular ship in Star Wars. We may or may not be doing a bit tomorrow about a popular bit when it comes to Star Wars. Yeah, Trinity says that works. Then my show starts after that. Don't invade my time slot. Well, you know what I got to tell you, man? Trinity, I want you to come on this show with me. Why don't you come on this show with me more? Particularly on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, Trinity should be on the show, at least for a part of the show, on Wednesday so we could talk some comic book stuff, bro. So, let me invade your slot. Who is your dream director for a Dark Avengers film? Ooh, dream director for a Dark Avengers movie. I mean, the Russo brothers come to mind, obviously, right? They handle that stuff really, really well. But, all right, this is going to be a little wild. This would be my dream director, okay? Zack Snyder. Yeah, I said it. Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder should come over and do the Dark Avengers movie for Marvel. Wouldn't that be baller? And then he gets Henry Cavill to either be Hyperion or the Sentry. You'll probably hear that scoop coming from Mikey Sutton in the next couple of days. Wouldn't that be dope? You bring Henry Cavill over and you literally let Zack Snyder do it. Jacob's Quest is really excited about it. Jacob's Quest is probably a big fan of Snyder's work. I can tell, Jacob. I can tell by what you're putting into the chat. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. It could happen. It could be that. Star Wars Santa in the building, everybody! 8 days to the Clone Wars Season 7. I am pumped. Man, I am pumped. I can't wait, man. It's going to be awesome. Talk some more Star Wars with you guys. Do videos each week talking about the Clone Wars. That's going to be dope. It's going to be real cool. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got to take a shot for the Dark Avengers stuff. Yeah, Zach's filmmaking with Feige's brain would be wow. Yeah, because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that I think people don't understand about Zach. Zach has a vision, and he really does want his vision to be told and all that. But he is a good boy when it comes to studio stuff. Like, dude, he played so nice with Warner Brothers. He was so appeasing to what Warner Brothers was trying to do. They came in and when I say all this to tell you that I think he could work within the Feige system. Not everybody can work within the Feige system, right? But I think Zach could be a person that could work in the Feige system. And honestly, we all know that there's some gangster shots across the bow that Feige loves to do with Warner Brothers. And so, it would be really cool if he nabbed up Snyder for Dark Avengers. I'm telling you, I think that would be hope. Very, very hype. Mr. Anderson seems really excited too. Zach is just an edgy boy. Yeah, he does have some of that in. I'll admit that. Zach does have some edgy boy stuff. But he's also incredible with photography. And I'm sure he's worked with really great DPs as well. But he's really good from a photographic standpoint. And I love his style. I do. I unabashedly love Zack Snyder's style. I think that his Watchmen film is super underrated. I think that Watchmen movie is incredible. I think 300 is incredible. I think his Dawn of the Dead is incredible. I even like the movie nobody saw. His girl power movie. What was it? What was his girl power movie, guys? What was that movie that Zach did? Because that movie's cool. That movie's real cool. By the way, Oscar Isaac's in that film. Super underrated. People don't remember that Oscar Isaac. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch was dope, I thought. Let's see here. Trev says Zack Snyder for Squadron Supreme. Yeah. Why not, dude? Why not? Why not? Yeah, I actually really liked Sucker Punch. I know it's kind of formulaic and stuff, but the style of I just felt like the style and the way we're telling that story was fantastic, you know? I saw that shit in theaters. I'm a big Zack Snyder fan. Nathan says, I didn't like Sucker Punch. A lot of people didn't like Sucker Punch. It's all good, man. A lot of people did not like Sucker Punch. If you say you like Sucker Punch, wow, well, there's one. Yeah, no, look, I'm not sitting there telling you that everybody likes Sucker Punch for sure. I'm telling you, I like Sucker Punch. You know what I'm saying? You guys know? You guys feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know? Man, you guys think this show's wild right now? You guys think the morning stream is crazy right now? Just wait, dude. We've got some stuff coming. I'm so excited to see how this show evolves. I'm going to spend some time working on some stuff today. Who knows? We might even get Chet. Chet in the workflow a little bit more. You know what I mean? We'll have to make him wear a mask. Henry Cavill for the Sentry is fired. 100%. Yeah, and visually it was great. Norrin Rad says, how long do you think it will be before we see the Fantastic Four or Surfer? The wait is killing me. Yeah, man. Yeah, Norrin, I got you, brother. I feel you, man. I feel you. I don't know for sure, of course, but there looks to be a lot of opportunity coming very soon for those characters. A lot, I think, is going to hinge on what we do in Eternals, because you never know, dude. They could be in Eternals. Like, Eternals is spanning 7,000 years. I think Eternals is going to be a way bigger, better, crazier film and impactful on the MCU than maybe we're thinking. So who knows, man? They could set that up. I mean, they don't even have to have them be a big focus, right? But they could do that. You know what? I just saw this out there too, and I'd love for some Marvel, like some really deep cut Marvel fans to help me out with this. Is it true that there were deviants created for the Skrulls, and there were Eternals? Like there were Skrull Eternals, and there were Skrull deviants? Did the Celestials experiment on early Skrulls just like they did on early humanity? Yo, Brad Pitt would be an incredible Sentry and Void, 100%. I'm going to say it. Sentry is dumb. Never liked him. Denny! How can you say that? How can you say that? The Sentry's awesome, man. The power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Come on! And the Void, too. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Brad Pitt is like banned from China, though, so I don't know. Why is Brad Pitt Centauri? Is it 4 syllables, Santa? Am I screwing it up? Centauri. Centauri. Okay, gotcha. Oh, he's banned because of 7 years in Tibet? Filthy casual, says Hector. Centri? Centurarian. Centurarian. Okay, got you guys. Centurarian. Gotcha. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thank you very much. So he's banned for making 7 years in Tibet? That's really weird. I guess China really, they are not forgiving. They are really not forgiving when it comes to that kind of stuff, huh? What a bunch of buttholes over there. What a bunch of buttholes. Love to see Brad Pitt in the MCU, though. Love to see Brad Pitt in the MCU. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to take one more question, and then I'm going to get out of here. One more question, and then we're out of here. Keep Brad Pitt away from my comic book movies. You're not a fan of Brad Pitt, Jason? I think he's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, he is in Deadpool 2, isn't he? That's pretty wild. That's pretty deep cut. Vanisher. Okay, that's a good question, Thomas. We'll go with this one. Who do you think the first mutant in the MCU? A lot of rumors that it will be Namor, because Namor is technically the first mutant ever published in Marvel Comics. He's not the first mutant in canon, because there's like Apocalypse, and even way before that, there's other mutants and stuff like that. So possibly Namor, but there may be some mutants in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to go to Madripoor, and so there could be some mutants there. Who knows? Could be like obscure mutants. Could even be Patch. Rumor, we're getting Logan, we're getting Patch in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wouldn't that be dope? So maybe something like that, guys. Maybe that, a mutant over there. Maybe even like Viper. Yeah, I don't know. Could be one of those. But, folks, that is going to do it for the morning stream here today on this fine Thursday. I hope you guys had a good time. Many cool things coming to this show. Going to be upgrading it. I'm telling you right now, if you're enjoying the show, if you're finding it a nice, entertaining way to start your day, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. We haven't even started. This is like a 2 out of 10. This is like a 2 out of 10 for the potential of what the show could be. I'm trying to go Ultra Instinct with this show. But thank you guys for being here. As always, make sure you check out whatever videos are coming out later today. Is there an outro video yet?